Hello, this is the classifications of all different SCPs. These classifications, while vary to containment class, disruption class, and risk class. The containment class is one of the earlier types of classifications. This mostly stands for safe, Euclid, and Keter, though there are other classes in this containment class alone. Why this standard is put is because the SCP Foundation wants specific details on what they should do in case of an anomaly. So basically they write up special containment procedures, classes, and disruption and risk classes. Though these ones are two new types of classifications in kind of an SCP latentness. For example, containment classes don't even just go to safe, Euclid, and Keter. Some go to neutralize. Neutralize is an SCP containment class that has been neutralized or destroyed. Either destroyed or killed if it was a living entity, thing, or godlike being. Basically, living in some kind of sense. Though it could be some object that has been destroyed, either by accident or Clan Foundation wants. That's what they want SCP-682 to be every single time, except it will never happen. Pending is a containment class which hasn't fully been identified for which containment class. There will always be a class of each of these three containment, disruption, and risk class. Let's go to explain. This is SCPs that have been fully explained for origin. For example, one of these SCPs is a AI behind Dog Days. Essentially, a AI system the Foundation created that was made to contain other SCPs, but in actuality eliminated other SCPs by maximum efficiency containment. Yeah, through this process. But there's also other SCPs which is like radiation, which is also to explain. And time for Raid Shadow Legends. Let's get on with it. Ad time. This is an actual ad. This is a big ad just for entertainment value. Defeat bosses. PvP battles. Raid Shadow Legends. Hello. Back from the ad break. Raid Shadow Legend. Okay, let's go back to classifications. I just thought it was stale, so let me brighten it up, huh? So, we went through explained, and now we're going to go through other areas of SCP classifications. Oh no, we're still going to be in containment classes, but we're going to just say the last class of the main containment class to secondary containment class. Esoteric classes. Basically, classes that aren't explained, pending, neutralized, Keter, Euclid, or safe. These are appalling. You can't contain them, you can't stop them, you will get fucked. Just knowing about that. Archon. This is SCPs that are better left out. For example, the Shadow Crusader, the one who protects us from the criminal world. He's the concept of justice, and when the SCP Foundation tried to contain them, they found out you contain justice in result of that containment. He was a rather friendly anomaly for the Foundation to contain, mostly because he abides by the rules of the institutions of someone like the SCP Foundation, so he's easy to contain. But for the effects to normalcy, it caused too much problem to contain. Then there is, for even classes I don't know, let me look up, ceremoniosis. To say esoteric is esoteric. Cannot be contained ethically and logistically. Even I don't know what that quite really means, so I'll probably have a guess. I guess something that's so horrible and can't realistically be done at mass scale that they're uncontainable. Two anomalies containing each other. That sounds actually similar to Farmio, but possibly it could be like two Farmio SCPs. It could be potentially in a position where two Farmio SCPs are containing each other in kind of like a loop. But Hermio is like a relationship of two SCPs self-containing each other. Format can't be contained through warfare. I possibly guess it's likely an anomalous nation that has been classified as an SCP. Several of those exist through SCPs. I'm not even going to say this one. Too long and I can't even read it. Technonomal doesn't need to be contained. I guess probably a natural effect or something that basically the Foundation doesn't. Something different than our code. So it can be like the Foundation does want to contain it, but realize it can't and shouldn't. But the Foundation, who knows? Maybe a Foundation for a weapon, but then it would possibly be like slaying category. Okay, let's go to disruption class. Okay, there are Dark, Val, Kino, Eka, and Amid. Yeah, sorry, I have a speech impediment. So, more hard to say words are not as easy. Disruption class really just explains the anomalies level of disruption to the status quo, to the normalcy, how far it can disrupt it. Dark is non-concerned. It's basically invisible. It's probably some anomalous object that can possibly make a small anomalous effect, but can easily be contained and won't be exposed to few people, which is what other class is. Veil, or this is a disruption class higher than Dark. It's localized to a few people, possibly like a few dozen people, possibly maybe a localized anomalous event or illness. I can't exactly say any anomaly that I could fully explain that it involves one of these things. Then a higher one extends to countries or the world, essentially the planet or countries. Potentially it could be something like SCP-001, the Daybreaks scenario, because it affects the entire planet by the sun turning evil. Evil! Then Amid just destroys the entire universe. Which, huh, it could be a couple of numbers. I guess Odef might be the best example because it seems like a force that probably does kill everything in the universe that it goes to. If you want to go to Odef, we'll be making a short quite soon in the future. Maybe even by the time this video uploads. You gotta find it in my channel. But risk class refers to the severity of the anomalies affected on individual persons and how easily one can recover to it. Basically, this possibly could be actual danger classes, or basically how severely can the anomaly change a person and the people it's affected by. Notice is nearly non-existent to maybe mild. Maybe a reaction that could be non-anomalous in showing and could be easily explained as something else. Caution, moderate to mild. Mild to moderate. So probably something that has to be a little bit more covered up, but you can also drag the person up. A few people, you could probably figure out something. The SCP Foundation does. Huh? Warning, moderate to significant. This is now it's probably going to alter your body in a very, very severe way. So they probably hope for the SCP Foundation, they probably hope that it only affects one or a few people. Then danger, significant to extreme. This is where it possibly will fundamentally alter their biology. Then instant to extremely severe. It will fundamentally alter their biology, if not produce immediate death. And in the SCP Foundation, somehow horrible and somehow lasting much longer than the actual time. Just so you can feel the pain a little bit more. This is all the different classifications of SCP. Whew. There's containment class and its secondary classes of containment. So I usually just count them as one class because mostly you just have to look for the main containment ones and maybe a few of the secondary ones. Disruption class. I don't really look at them because they're not as easily understandable as the other ones. And risk class. I don't have a full understanding, and I have watched hundreds of videos about SCPs on YouTube. A dozen articles of SCPs alone, without it being any videos. And I made a couple of videos about it, mostly TikToks. So, yeah, that's SCP containment class. Bye, everyone.